Hey, Rick and Justine, I see your icon already. Judith, come on in. It is Friday on the Pacific Northwest coast of Turtle Island, and you are about to enter into 60 minutes of Yin Yoga. It can be as restorative as you want it to be, gathering your props, bringing in your cushions, have a nice soft space. If you're new here, say hi, use the chat. If there's an area you'd really like to make sure is woven into the 60 minutes, make sure you put it in now. And if you're not new here, I want to jump into our practice. We'll begin in Shavasana and end in Shavasana. And you're welcome to stick around after the practice to chat and catch up, share anything that needs to be witnessed, and connect with the community here. There's about 14 of us. Hi, Sarah. Good evening from Scotland. Hi, Rick. Some lower back pain today. Let's ease some of that. And make your way down into your Shavasana if you're not already. Hello, Patricia. Thank you for coming for your second session. I'm honored to have you here. Lauren Cortez, thanks for coming. Judith, thank you always for your support and your donations. I really appreciate that. And I'm very grateful for your sharing. And Diana from Boston, dealing with some tightness in the neck and shoulders. Got you. And hi, Jane. Nice to see you again. So come on down into your Shavasana. Stick around for tea and talk following. And know that you are most welcome in this practice space with all of us here. There's about 17 of us. I'm going to switch my camera over so that I'm following along in this practice with you. And we'll meet you on the other side. Sabine, thanks for coming in from Toronto again. It's nice to have you here. It's nice to have that East Coast energy. If you're new, I'm trying my best to cue you so that you can keep your eyes closed and inward. You want to have something nice and cushiony for this practice. We may be doing some intense releasing through the hips. And I do plan on integrating a bit of plough at the end if it's possible for us for our head, neck, and shoulders. So come on down into your Shavasana. I've got my eye on the time. So you know that 60 minutes you will come out on the other side. You can have knees bent, a cushion under the head or shoulders, feet up on the couch or a chair. Choose a Shavasana where you feel supported, comfortable, and connected into your practice space, the ground below you. You know the drill. You have the invitation to close down the eyes and start to focus in between the eyebrows. Rest the optic nerve. You can even rub in between the eyebrows just to draw some attention and awareness to that place on the body. Anchor your vision here. And also to start breathing in through the nose and out through the nose now, nice and slow. Notice any energy that might be tingling, pinging, sending messages. Just observe the body. Breathe deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. Imagine our mats in a circle or in a beautiful practice space. Tune in to what you feel. Tune into any smells that might be in the space that you're in. And for the next 60 minutes, use those things as an anchor to this space and time, to this present moment, the now. And choose something that you're grateful for. Fill that into your heart space. Be present in this moment and bring forth your gratitude, no matter how small or how big. Anchor in here and breathe slowly. Check in with your shoulders and see if they're connected into the ground. You can gently pull them down and back, almost like you're pinching those shoulder blades together, opening through the chest. And you can use your hands, you can press down the upper body, really grounding into the space. Let your arms lie out. A reminder, this information of skeletal variation, we're not here to compare what we look like. We're here to close down the eyes and sense into our own bodies, our own experience. For some, our hands naturally fall out to the sides, to the sky, to the side of our body, to the floor. Allow your skeleton to relax. Let the arms fall as they lie. Check in with your head, neck, shoulders. Slightly tuck your chin, and if you notice any sensation on the back of the scalp, that's not comfort, that's not softness, I invite you to place a small layer of blanket, not necessarily a pillow, but just soften the place where the skull rests against the ground. Give yourself that cushioning. Now, as we move through this practice, you're invited to practice your ujjayi breath, your ocean breath, to communicate with the vagus nerve and the nervous system that we're in a state of relaxation and healing. And we're going to try to continue that practice through the remainder of the 60 minutes. And if it's new to you, that's okay. If you can whisper, you can do this breath work. And I have a free track on Insight Timer that you can practice outside if it's not already in your practice. So slowly bend your knees and bring your feet flat on the floor and check in with the spine, hips. Breathing in nice and slow, using the glottis muscle, constricting the breath just slightly, not forcefully, making your breath sound like an ocean, each movement mindful. And we're going to twist our bodies into banana asana or half crescent. And just again, it is not about how much you bend, but what you experience in the body. So really tune in to what's happening. Pick stability, comfort, and support so that you can relax fully. Gently push into the feet, lift up the hips, and bring your hips down on the right side of your mat. Slowly take your toes and point them to the left side. It's okay for them to slide. Just notice that small bend. Bring your arms up overhead and gently bring your body to the left side of your mat. So we're making a nice curve of the body, lengthening along the right side. And you can bind at the wrist with your hand. And you can even pick up the right ankle and bring it over the left, staying connected with your hips on the ground. And this is a very subtle and intense stretch. So breathe deeply here, relax. We're here for a few minutes. And there's 25 of us in our circle today. So give gratitude for the person lying next to you in this practice. Working on the nervous system, relaxing deeply. Breathe here. Try to relax the jaw, the tongue. Notice if there's any clenching through the buttocks or thighs. Try to relax fully. Maybe having a pillow underneath the right hip or right knee can be helpful. Release the thoughts and anchor back to the breath, back to the gaze in between the eyebrows. Stay in this present moment. Communicate with your vagus nerve clearly. Breathe ocean breath in through the nose. We have 1 more minute left. And slowly, if you had your wrist or ankle bound, unwind the body in your own time, slowly and gently. And gently make your way back into a neutral spine with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Remembering that if you're moving faster than myself, I encourage you to slow yourself. And if you're moving slower than me, you're getting it right. Embody that creature that is so slow and so mindful. Every movement has purpose. The body is allowed to communicate in these movements. And then we'll set up for the other side. So gently pushing into your feet, lift up the hips and bring them slowly down on the left side of the mat. Extend those toes over to the right corner and bring your arms gently above the head and twist towards the right. Bind if you did on one side, do it here. And we're here for 3 minutes. Release the energy, any kind of tingling, sensation, sounds, gas, all of it's allowed to be released here without judgment. No constriction, just flow. Breathe deeply. Relax the skin around the forehead. Relax the skin under the eyes. The tongue is heavy or tucked behind the two front teeth. It's important to stay warm in this practice. If you're in a cold environment, make sure you have a cozy blanket or a nice sweater, nice socks. It allows the body to trust more and open when it's not cold or constricted. Gently staying in the body, unwind yourself, unbind, and slowly come back into the center. You can bring your knees in for a squeeze or extend them out. Give yourself a little release. And from this position, we're going to do happy baby. So staying nice and grounded, imagining your shoulders, chest, everything's pressed into the ground. Knees are bent and feet are flat on the floor. If you wish, maybe having a block, pillow, or prop underneath the back of the head can help with accessibility for reaching the soles of our feet with our hands if the shoulders naturally want to come up off the floor. If possible, try and keep those shoulders anchored into the ground. And we can bring both feet up and grab the insole or outsole of our foot. Or you can even use a strap, which I don't have, but wrapping the strap on either side and letting the arms hang heavy, keeping the feet and knees to the outside of the body. Sink into this happy baby posture. If it feels vulnerable for you, covering yourself with a blanket can really help with that sense of security and safety. Breathe deeply into the pelvic floor and relax. Staying in the present moment, staying in this practice. You're 1/3 of the way finished. Imagining the hips, the back of the legs. Just relaxing. Maybe the legs want to shake or quiver. Allow the body to release the energy how it sees fit. Ujjayi breath. Breathe in nice and slow. Constrict the glottis muscle. Slow it down. "60 more seconds here. Observe what's the energy you're feeling through the hips, through the lower body. And slowly, if you had the strap or your hands around the bottoms of the feet, gently releasing them and letting those legs find the floor. And maybe letting the legs fall side to side. Stretch them straight out. And observe the body here for a moment. Check in with the back of the head, neck and shoulders. There's no need to rush. We're walking into the slowness with gratitude in our hearts. And when you're ready, gently roll to one side. In your own time, start to make your way up into a seated position for a few moments of alternate nostril breath. We're opening up channels in the body with this breath work. It is a simplistic form of breath work, and that is why we do it as often as we can. If it's in your practice, you may begin now, and if you're following along with me, grab your right hand out in front of the body. We'll use our thumb and our little fingers. Let's close the left nostril and breathe in and out gently through the right side. Nice relaxed gaze to the forehead, in between the eyebrows. Tall, long, straight spine. Soft belly. Breathe in and out nice and slow. If it feels better to have a cushion on the lap to rest the other arm, to relax and feel comfy, do that. Get comfy. Wherever you are, gently take your thumb, close the right nostril, breathe in and out through the left side now. Wherever you are, take your next big inhale. Close the left nostril, exhale on the right. Inhale right. Close and exhale. Go at your own pace here. If you mess up, start over. Few more breaths here. Almost done. Wherever you are, bring your right hand down. Just relax for a moment. Consciously bringing your attention back in between the eyebrows, back to Ujjayi breath, constricting the glottis, in and out nice and slow. And gently, you might want to keep your prop for these. You can bring your feet together in open butterfly. Feel free to bring your blocks underneath the knees. Your feet can be out as far in a diamond shape as you wish, or as tight in as feels necessary. The stretch moves and will express itself through your body differently than my own. Gently, when you find a position that feels right for you, you're going to sit up nice and tall and allow your body to fold forward. And I like to prop my head with a block, relax the arms. Maybe you want to make it a bit more restorative with a cushion or bolster, resting the head. Choose your variation. You're here for a few minutes. And if you haven't tried it before, gently bring your hands onto your lower abdomen. Pull or gently invite the skin upwards as you hinge forward in your hip. And notice if there's a little bit more opening or depth when you allow the skin to move up gently with that hinge. And we're here for 2 more minutes. Relax the wrists, the arms, the shoulders. Allow the spine to round. Unless you're experiencing sciatica or a lot of intense lower back pain when you round the spine, keep the spine nice and long and straight. If you feel too much intensity, elbows can be up on blocks. It's important to know your body and what feels right for you. and to explore and always test with different variations, different props. If you always do it the same way, try something different, shift just one tiny little detail and notice the difference in your practice. And gently, if you were forward fold, bring your hands onto the ground, remove the props, and gently bring your body back up into seated position. Allow your legs to come up and make your way in your own time to all fours. Knees under the hips. Hands spread nice and wide, those fingers. This is a stretch and a release as well for your wrists, for your fingers, the metatarsals, the phalanges, all those bones in those hands. Softness under the knees. We're just going to stretch in a nice twist through the spine. Put all the weight into the left palm and gently reach up to the sky, opening with the right. Thread under the body, exhaling. Don't release your body down. Inhale, reach back up towards the sky. Exhale, thread under the body. One more time here. Inhale up. And exhale, thread under the body and come to bring the weight down onto the shoulder. Prop under the head or shoulder if it helps. You can extend that left arm nice and long. We're just here for a few moments. Play around with where your weight is distributed. Notice if there's any clenching in the hands, wrists. Relax the body. Slow down the breath. Stay in this present moment. We're in another new moment. The now is always changing. Be in the body. Be in your breath. And if you had your left arm extended, bring that left palm under the shoulder. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Push into the floor and slowly unwind the body. Come back into all fours. Shift your weight side to side, relaxing yourself back into tabletop. This time we'll shift the weight into the right hand and we're going to reach up to the sky, inhaling, stretching and twisting through the spine. Exhale, thread that arm underneath the body and come back up. Inhale. Exhale slowly underneath. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, this time coming down with weight on top of the shoulder. And if you wish, extend that arm out. Relax the feet. Notice if you're pushing with that right hand or arm in the ground, just relax and soften the arm if you can. And if you had that right arm extended, bringing the hand back under the shoulders, spread the fingers, push into the floor, and unwind the body again back into tabletop. Adjusting your weight, shifting it side to side. We're gently now going to just do a few cat-cow positions. So inhaling, drop the belly, point the tailbone, bring the chin. Exhale, opposite, bring chin to chest, round the tailbone, push through the hands, through the shoulders, and go at your own pace, just a few times, gently and slowly. Wherever you are, come back to a neutral spine. Gently, before we leave this posture, let's just gently look over our left shoulder towards the tailbone, curve the tailbone that way, and slowly rotate all the way over to the right, looking towards our butt through the right, gentle curving in the spine. Bring your toes together, and you can send your knees as wide apart as feels comfortable. Sit back into child's pose on top of the feet. If you wish, you can bring a bolster or prop in between the body to rest and make it a bit more restorative. Stretch the arms out nice and long, or bring them down by the sides. We're here for a few minutes. And gently, if you have your head to one side, pick it up and switch it to the opposite. Bring balance to the body. Ujjayi breath. Stay in this moment. Stay in the practice. Resist the need to think any thoughts. Gently now bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Push into the floor and bring yourself up out of that posture and make your way onto your back. We're going to we're going to offer a few simple variations before making our way all the way up into Plough. So if you are using Plough in your own practice, just make sure you have nothing around you that you can kick with your feet or anything that's dangerous. And if you're working to making Plough in your practice, that's great. We're going to start with our bodies anchored into the ground, from our shoulders, head and neck, to our hips, feet flat on the floor. This is variation number 1. Variation number 2, push into your feet, lift up the hips, and bring a block, cushion, or bolster underneath the hip bones at any height that feels comfortable for you. When you release the weight of your hips onto that prop, it feels comfortable and supportive. This is variation number 2. Check in with your shoulders, let your arms flop out to the side, and rest the lower back. If you wish, you can extend your feet up towards the sky. Variation number 3, adjust your block or prop or cushion so that it feels nice and supportive. The feet might shake, the knees might want to bend, but allow your feet to just hang there in the air. And variation number 4, you can come into a Plough position if it's something that you feel comfortable doing, always keeping health of your neck, shoulders, body, and mind. Bring your weight of your feet up over your head. You can clasp your hands behind your back. You can rest your knees down in snail. Place your toes on the floor or on a block. Choose whatever you wish to feel safe and secure. We're here for a few minutes at any variation that felt right for you. Ujjayi breath can be a lot more easy and accessible in this position. Sixty more seconds here. Ujjayi breath, stick with it till the end. And gently now, if you're in Plough, everyone has their own way of safely and comfortably exiting the practice. Just be conscious of where the weight is in your body. Try not to jostle yourself out of it. I like to hold on to my feet and slowly smush my back into the floor until I find myself back into that block. We're back with our feet up. If our feet were up, we're slowly bending the knees and letting those feet find the floor. And from knees bent, we're going to push into our feet, lift up the hips and remove the block. Slowly lower the body onto the floor. When the weight fully reaches the floor, just check in with yourself. Maybe you want your knees to go side to side or to be extended out nice and long. And then we'll do one little twist before we enter our final Shavasana. Bring your right knee bent up to the chest and allow that leg to roll to the left side. Try to stay anchored through the shoulders. So it's not about how much you're twisting the body. You can prop under the foot or knee. Just a little cat stretch, a little twist. And gently make your way back. Set up for the other side. Bring that left knee up. Squeeze it into the chest. And allow it to roll to the right side. Anchor through the shoulders. Any crickety cracks, any gas, any quivering, let the body top, relax, breathe gently. And gently allow the body to roll back to neutral. And set yourself up for our final Shavasana, our final posture. You release the breath work. Stay breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, but no more constriction of the glottis muscle. Eyes are closed. You can cover the eyes with a towel or blanket. Gently now taking a nice deep inhale. Fill up the belly. Exhale with a sigh. Again, fill up the belly as big as a balloon. Release through the mouth. This time, bring your feet together. Bring your hands together. Interlace all but index fingers. Reach your arms up overhead and inhale. Stretch the body nice and long. Exhale, release the body into the floor. When you're ready, gently roll to one side. Slowly make your way back up for our final salutation. Maybe you like to sit with your feet extended up on a block. I'm going to switch my camera. Where am I? Bring your hands together, rub your hands. Let some energy and heat wake yourself up here. And gently rest your palms at heart center. We're going to take a nice deep inhale and chant Om 3 times to close our practice. Inhale to begin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Peace be with all of you. Thank you for being here. Open the eyes gently and slowly. Come into the space. And grab your tea. This is Tea and Talk, friends.